Good evening, and welcome to tonight's special report. We're diving deep into the political landscape of Washington, D.C. as President Donald Trump convenes his first cabinet meeting of a historic second term. This highly anticipated gathering took place on February 26, 2025 at the White House, a symbolic start to what promises to be an eventful 4 years ahead. The room buzzed with energy as key figures from Trump's administration assembled to outline priorities and set the tone for this new chapter in American governance. Among those present was Vice President J.D. Vance, whose role has already proven pivotal in shaping the administration's early agenda. Secretary of State Marco Rubio brought his diplomatic expertise to the table, tasked with steering foreign policy through increasingly complex global waters. Pete Hegseth, the newly appointed Secretary of Defense, underscored the administration's focus on national security, a cornerstone of Trump's campaign promises. But perhaps the most intriguing attendee was Elon Musk, head of the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, an unprecedented addition to any presidential cabinet. Musk's presence signaled a bold move by Trump to inject private sector innovation into federal operations, aiming to cut waste and streamline government functions. The agenda for the meeting centered around advancing core campaign pledges, particularly fiscal responsibility and sweeping government reform. One major topic: government efficiency. Musk briefed the cabinet on DOGE's progress, detailing ambitious plans to reduce the federal workforce significantly. He proposed eliminating wasteful contracts and programs while streamlining agency operations, a vision endorsed wholeheartedly by President Trump himself. Trump emphasized that these cuts would not touch entitlement programs like Medicare, Medicaid, or Social Security, a calculated effort to balance competing interests. Another headline-grabbing moment came when Trump unveiled his Gold Cards visa program, an innovative but controversial immigration proposal. Under this plan, foreigners could immigrate to the U.S. by paying a staggering $5 million fee, with proceeds earmarked for reducing the national debt. The announcement sparked immediate debate, with supporters praising its ingenuity and critics questioning its feasibility and fairness. On the international front, Trump confirmed an upcoming meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to finalize a critical minerals deal. This agreement highlights Trump's focus on securing vital resources and strengthening bilateral ties amid intensifying global competition. The president also addressed broader policy priorities, reiterating commitments to deregulation, energy independence, and bolstering national defense. Throughout the meeting, Trump's leadership style shone through, direct, confident, and unapologetically media-savvy. He dominated discussions, often steering them toward his overarching vision while relying on his cabinet to provide detailed insights. Musk's involvement added another layer of intrigue, blending high-profile business influence with traditional political circles. Media coverage of the event ranged from fascination to skepticism, focusing heavily on Musk's unconventional role within the administration. Major outlets like Reuters, CNN, and the New York Times dissected every detail, from DOGE's ambitious goals to the implications of the Gold Cards proposal. Public reaction mirrored this divide, with supporters applauding the administration's bold moves and detractors raising concerns about practicality. Experts weighed in too, debating whether Musk's tech-driven approach can truly transform entrenched bureaucratic systems. Historically speaking, this first cabinet meeting echoes Trump's 2017 kickoff, where he similarly used the platform to signal his administration's direction. However, the 2025 gathering stands apart due to Musk's prominent role and the creation of DOGE, a clear sign of more aggressive government reform efforts. The inclusion of such a high-profile figure underscores Trump's willingness to challenge norms and embrace unconventional solutions. It also reflects his strategy to appeal to both fiscal conservatives and voters concerned about government inefficiency. As details continue to emerge, one thing is certain. This meeting will shape both domestic policy and global perceptions of a Trump-US second presidency. The emphasis on efficiency, innovative immigration policies, and strategic international deals reveals an administration eager to act decisively. Whether these initiatives succeed remains to be seen, but their ambition cannot be denied. Critics argue that some proposals, like the Gold Cards visa, may face significant hurdles in implementation and public acceptance. Others question whether Musk's influence over federal operations could lead to unintended consequences or conflicts of interest. Meanwhile, supporters see these moves as necessary steps toward revitalizing America's economy and restoring confidence in its institutions. The meeting also highlighted Trump's knack for leveraging media attention, ensuring his message reaches far beyond the walls of the White House. Every statement, gesture, and decision seemed carefully calibrated to dominate headlines and drive the narrative forward. In many ways, this gathering encapsulated the essence of Trump's leadership: bold, polarizing, and unafraid to break molds. As the administration moves forward, all eyes will remain fixed on how these initial plans translate into tangible outcomes. For now, President Trump's first cabinet meeting has laid the groundwork for what promises to be a transformative and contentious second term. With so much at stake, the decisions made in that room could ripple across the nation and the world for years to come. And as always, we'll continue to bring you updates as this story unfolds, keeping you informed every step of the way.